Okay, here's a second problem. I see that the instructions here tell me to expand. Usually when the instructions say to expand, I'm going to get an answer that seems longer or has more terms in it. Oftentimes, when the instructions say expand, what I'm really doing is multiplying. And I am multiplying here, even though this problem is written as a polynomial raised to the second power. I know that raising something to the second power is really multiplying by itself. So I'm going to rewrite this as a multiplication problem to start out. So I've got negative 2x to the third plus 8x squared minus 10. I've got that polynomial multiplied by itself. I might say that this polynomial is right now written in factored form. Here's one factor, and here's another factor. It's not factored actually as far as I could factor it, but it's a multiplication problem, one factor times another. When I end up multiplying these together, I'm not going to be showing factors anymore. I'm just going to be showing a list of terms. So let's go ahead and multiply this together. I know when I multiply polynomials together, I'm going to take the first term in the first polynomial and multiply it by all of the terms in the second polynomial. And I'll take the second term in the first polynomial and multiply it by all of the terms in the next polynomial. And then I'll take the third term in the first polynomial and multiply it by everything in the second polynomial. So let's go ahead and do that. I've got, to start out, I've got negative 2x to the third times negative 2x to the third. That's going to be positive 4 x to the sixth. X times x times x times x times x times x is 6 x's multiplied together. Negative 2x to the third times 8x squared is negative 16 x to the fifth. And negative 2x to the third times negative 10 is positive 20 x to the third. All right. Let's move on to the second term of our first polynomial and distribute that term to each of the terms in the second polynomial. 8x squared times negative 2x to the third is negative 16 x to the fifth. 8x squared times 8x squared is 64x to the fourth. And 8x squared times negative 10 is negative 80x. Okay, got one more term in my first polynomial that I need to distribute to each of the terms in the second polynomial. Negative 10 times negative 2x to the third is positive 20x to the third. Negative 10 times 8x squared is negative 80x squared. Negative 10 times negative 10 is positive 100. Well, this is certainly expanded, but I can actually write it in an expanded way, but also in a simplified, more simplified way. What I want to do to finish this problem out is combine like terms. So I have 1x to the sixth term, 4x to the sixth. I have a couple of x to the fifth terms. Negative 16 and negative 16 gives me negative 32 x to the fifth. I've got 20x to the third, and 20x to the third is 40x to the third. Negative 80x, this should be negative 80x squared, actually, because 8x squared times negative 10 is negative 80x squared. Negative 80x squared and negative 80x squared is negative 160x squared. I don't have any x to the first power terms because I don't have any x to the first power terms here at all. And then I have just one constant term, plus 100. So this polynomial expression in expanded form, simplified, is this.